Yeah, welcome back to Vanderbilly.com. Just a quick addendum to my previous lesson on Jimi Hendrix's Hear My Train Comin. The original request was for a version that appeared on the collection Blues. And, as I've said before, Jimmy plays this differently every time. So I thought I would just cover the intro riff and the intro chord riff from that version so you can see how it's different. So let's just take a quick look. Okay, so we're going to divide this up into 4 parts. All right. First part goes like this. You're going to start with hammering on the G string from the 7th to the 9th fret, and it's got to be a quick. It's not a. It's. And then you're going to pedal this E flat, which I'll just refer to as the E string for E's. So it's. And then you're going to come over and play the H string. You're going to hammer on the same way from the 5th to the 7th. Hammer it. So. Then you're going to come down. You're going to play this A note. I mean this A string, 5th fret twice. You're going to bend the E string at the 3rd fret, and then let it ring open. So we've got. That's the first one. Second one is. So that's a hammer on from A string, 5th fret to the 7th, D string, 5th to 6th, pedal, then that G, 7th to 9th, then this A string, 5th fret, so that's the second one. The third one, you're going to play, that's the easy one. It's just hammer on A 5th to 7th, and then D 5th to 6th. And then. Okay, so the fourth one is the kind of hard one. Especially if you have 10 or higher gauge strings on it, it's kind of tough to bend it. You're helped out a little bit because you're tuned down to E flat. But what you're going to do is you're going to go hammer on the D string from open to 2nd, and then the G string from open to 1st. So then you're going to play the high E string open. It should be in tune. Like that. And then comes the tricky part. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be bending the B string at the 3rd fret and the G string at the 2nd fret at the same time. But you're not hitting them both at the same time. You're striking first the B string on the up bend, and then when you're returning, you strike the G string that's bent up from the 2nd fret. And it's important that you hold both of them, because if you don't, you can't do one and then the other, because it's not going to sound right. So in order to get a little more purchase on it, it's probably good to bend this with that is the B string at the 3rd fret with your ring finger, and then kind of, because this is harder to bend, you're closer to the nut, get your middle finger and your 1st finger on the G string at 2nd fret. So you're going to bend up. So you do that twice, just like that. It's like. And then you're going to play a pretty typical Hendrix, which is you're going to bend the G string at 2nd fret up, back, pull off, and come down on here. So it's like. So that whole bit is. And you can either do this, with this finger or whatever. So that whole thing, the fourth one is. Okay, so the chord riff is slightly different. In the other version, it goes. In this version, it goes. So you can see there's one note difference, and the difference is that when you slide up, instead of playing this open E, you're going to play this B string at the third fret. And otherwise it's the same. So it should look like E flat, B and E strings open, and slide up with your second finger, or your middle finger, on the G string from the second to the fourth fret, but you're going to take your index finger with you on the B string, so that ends up at the third fret, and then you're going to play that note and slide back down. So that's like. Down here, you bend that note up. Play that B string open, and then the G string open, and then you get the trill. So.